heard that the candidate that would be put forward by the ANC coalition, or the coalition that is led by the ANC and the EFF, would be Al-Jamar's Kabelo Gwamanda. I'm joined by the ANC's provincial chairperson, who's just going to give us a better sense as to what has transpired. We know that there was that meeting that took place yesterday in Luthuli House that was chaired by the ANC's top brass. Thank you so much for speaking to us. Talk to us about that meeting. Were there any disagreements, or is there any truth to some of the rumors that have emerged pertaining to differences on the candidate that is then going to emerge as mayor today?
Thank you so much for the opportunity to clarify this, mate. What transpired is that we had a caucus on the doorstep of a council meeting. And there were councillors that raised issues that they needed political clarity, especially that we've not formally as a province presented the new coalition framework that was adopted by the National Executive Committee. So there was a confusion on the interpretation of that framework, and councillors felt that it needed to be clarified before they can go in to the council meeting. And that's the mishap that we had, and that we did. We went to the national team that is leading new coalition politics. We invited the region, and that was clarified. We also had a meeting yesterday with the councillors, and the national leadership was there as well to clarify it. And on the basis of that, we all agreed that we have one candidate that the government of local unity has presented to all political parties, and all political parties endorsed the name. And the ANC last night joined that list of endorsing the name of Councillor Kabelo Gwamanda to be our candidate to be the executive mayor of Johannesburg.
Certainly. Now, we understand that there were a couple of numbers that were on the table. We've heard the speaker's name coming up, and we've also heard the AIC's Margaret Arnold's name also emerging. And I think most recently we've also heard that there's another name that could come forward from the Patriotic Alliance. Can you please clarify that for us?
From the side of the government of local unity, we only have one name that is endorsed by all the parties within the coalition, and that's the name of Kabelo Gwamanda. Any other name has since fallen off. We only have one name, and that is the Councillor Kabelo Gwamanda.
And what is the ANC stance on coalitions? It seems as though there was a decision to that the party with the plurality of votes should then be first to field a candidate for the mayoral position. And we see that the ANC has it was going to support Al-Jamar. How do your members, as a part of the party, feel about this?
Remember, we are replacing a mayor that resigned. We're not starting the coalition discussion afresh. But we tweaked the framework. That is why we allowed the national leadership to come and explain. And the candidate that has been fielded is a candidate that the ANC nominated so that it can represent the interest of the African National Congress and the government of local unity. So we're replacing a mayor that resigned. We're not restarting the coalition talks. And that is why it's Al-Jamar that is the position of the executive mayor, and the mayor resigned, and we're taking somebody from Al-Jamar to replace. And the same mayoral committee will be announced immediately after the council meeting. So that service delivery and the need to service our people can resume immediately.
Okay. Now, will we see a repeat of what happened on Tuesday, or are we certainly to leave with a mayor elected today?
No, there will be an executive mayor by the time you leave here, unless the opposition party sends in defeat. They might want to come with some tactics that will delay the council meeting. But where we stand, we have one candidate, and that candidate is Kabelo Gwamanda, and all the parties that are part of the government of local unity are supporting that name.
And I understand that his mayoral MMCs will also be announced today.
Yes, because we don't want to delay service delivery. We don't want to delay things. We anticipate immediately after the council meeting, we'll have either a magistrate or somebody to swear in the mayor, and immediately after that, then the mayor will announce the members of the mayoral committee.
Okay, thank you so much for speaking to us. There you have it. That is Panyaza Lesufi, who is the provincial chairperson in the ANC, and he is really just assuring residents that a mayor will indeed be elected today. But not only that, that the MMCs will also be elected and sworn in today. And this is in an effort and in the interest of ensuring that there are no disruptions to service delivery, and that, you know, the MMCs that are then elected are able to hit the ground running. It's back to you in studio.